Hello guys, and today we're here with the Christmas rerun banner on the Heart of Satie's Gift summoner skip video. Now I did make this last year, but I feel like condition of these units has changed a bit, at least for one of them at least. But yeah, with the new yellow releases and stuff, I feel like it's definitely worth coming back to this rerun banner with these two new units. With last year's Christmas units. Even though I will say it got a bit of an early rerun. Try to schedule is kind of mixed up for now, but yeah. Overall, it's for this stages by that rerun. That's a rerun, as you can see, revival there. Because the current upper event is yellow, as like always. So yeah, overall, I'll dig in. And since this is an event rerun, you can get one of them for free at 5 multis deep. The sounds are pretty good, really. As long as you get the correct one, which is this episode here. So yeah, as you can see here, we dive into our ult. There are just a ton of stuff as well. As you can see, recover HP, basic attack versus crit rate, and even gives crit attack if you're elemental elf. Which is a bit restrictive, but yeah. You get 50% crit rate and 30% crit attack if you're an elf. And if you awaken it, you get 100% crit rate, 50% crit attack, and then 200 SP if you're elemental elf. Which also makes, which is why I believe she's this very good. She is still good here, even if she didn't have those extra buffs. This speed boost and ongoing HP recovery is cool. And then single eye. This is kinda meh. This skill's meh. But then this skill is also good. Again, just like with Apocrypha Alpha, however, Magic Gear that can provide shields for allies whenever she heals, so each time HP is recovered. And it also cancels status ailments, which is pretty good. Shielding, canceling status ailments, and giving a ton of plus is good. You get your A1 free from the event, so but A1's not that good anyways. A2 is also me. A3 is like the best, and pretty much after that you don't really need to go any further. But if you do, it's alright since that one makes her better. Yeah, she's definitely in for last year. She's still top tier, as long as you have an A3, of course. But outside of A3, she's still probably like the best or second best or whatever. But yeah, definitely worth going for. But on to this beta, not as much. I can have the lowest defense based on all builds in party and inflict street damage. This is decent, I guess, even though this first smoke gift inflicts weakness on 2 enemies and inflicts damage. That's cool, I guess. It's a weaker AoE. And this one raises one attack and further raises damage inflicted. So it's pretty much just a self buff. So far, not much here besides debuffing, weakness, and self buff. Yeah, of course, has the Sage. You have 5 element eyes, you get silver on all eyes, and then raise, raises their damage received, which isn't really that helpful, but then because SP by 300 and raise defense by 15% per second if all allies are yellow elemental elf. So you gotta have this epsilon, or not even, and then like 3 other yellow element elves just for her to get the full passive, which isn't really that, like the SP is probably the best part about it, but then that requires like A5. Yeah, overall, and then there's this item, magic gear, which raises damage received for all enemies multiplied by L's. So yeah, 10% by L. So if you have 5 L's, 50% damage received buff, as well as defense debuff here, and this as well. So overall, and unlike Epsilon, this Eta has kind of like aged out now, and there's better weakness like Apocrypha Alpha and Alpha does buffs. Overall, and if you want SP, well then this Eta isn't it. There's like the SF Eta and like the SF Rosatar better for giving SP. And of course this Epsilon as well is also better for SP. So overall, I like to say if you were to get this Eta from the 50-50, from the 50 multi, it would kind of be like losing a 50-50 since he's not really that great, even though there's the tank Eta that pretty much like survived all the yellows that aren't old spamming. Don't really seem that impressive because of how like selfish her kit is, and then their crazy restrictions and stuff behind it as well. Like overall, it's just too restrictive for like a decent kit. But yeah, but then again, this is like this banner. It's like almost not even 1 year old, almost 1 year old. Since it got an early rerun to fit the element of this event. Since this, you can see from this upper Zeta's color, the current event is yellow, which makes sense for why they rerun Epsilon and Eta. So overall, if you do summon, I hope you get Epsilon since he's better. But yeah, the 50 ticket mode, it can be worth it if you can get her to A3. That's what I heard a lot. A3 is the best. I don't want like that guaranteed crit on SP is pretty helpful, even if you're not spamming ults. You want Eta, it's more meh. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I wish you the best.